With the enactment of the NBI modernization law, we can look forward to a more professionalized, better equipped, efficient, and effective National Bureau of Investigation. Happy 80th anniversary. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, sir. Our theme for this year, NBI at 80, makabago, matatag, kabalikat sa katotohanan at katarungan, is very timely since we are celebrating our 80th anniversary. Another milestone for the NBI, aside from the approval of the NBI Modernization Bill this year. We are also in full support of the change the President wanted in our country. We are indeed very honored and privileged to have no less than the President of the Republic of the Philippines as our distinguished guest of honor, who will be formally introduced later by our Secretary of Justice. We at the NBI will always give our best and continue to keep up with remarkable outputs in terms of cases handled and in other facets of public service. This mark of excellence will be personified by our awardees this year. At this juncture, we will be calling on the stage the recipients of the awards that will be bestowed for their untiring dedication to the mission of the Bureau. These men and women have carved out a niche in the history of this institution. They embody the ideals of nobility, bravery, and integrity. At this point, may we request our President, Rodrigo Duterte, to lead the presentation of awards, to be assisted by DOJ Secretary Vitaliano N. Aguirre II and Director Dante A. Giran. To the awardees, congratulations. First row to stand up and proceed to the right stairs. Please come on stage as I call on your names. Our first category is the Agent Achiever of the Year Award. For the Office of the Director, the award is given to Supervising Agent Catherine A. Camposano Remigio. For the regional office under the Regional Operations Service, the award is given to Supervising Agent Maria Elena P. Palaganas of our Cordillera Administrative Region. For the district office under the Regional Operations Service, the award goes to Agent Maria Teresa G. Bangayan of our Bayumbong District Office. For the Investigation Service, the award is given to Senior Agent Obrin L. Cosidon of our Anti-Organized and Transnational Crimes Division. For the Intelligence Service, the award is given to Agent 1 Jefferson T. Moral of our Counterintelligence Division. Our second category is the Special Investigator Achiever of the Year Award. For the Office of the Director, the award goes to SI3 Weni B. Paredes of our Internal Affairs Division. For the regional office under the Regional Operations Service, the award is given to Special Investigator 5 Arnel E. Pura of our Central Visayas Regional Office. For the district office under the Regional Operations Service, the award is given to Special Investigator 3 Agustin C. Bataclao of our Bayumbong District Office. For the Investigation Service, the award goes to Special Investigator 3 Raul Q. Tepase of our Intellectual Property Rights Division. For the Intelligence Service, the award goes to Special Investigator 3 Anthony Alfred I. Vita of our Counterterrorism Division. Our third category is the Best Employee of the Year Award. For the Office of the Director, the award is given to Ms. Lolita G. Gunting. For the regional office under the Regional Operations Service, the award goes to Renato J. Pablo of our Cordillera Administrative Region. For the district office under the Regional Operations Service, the award goes to Ms. Evelyn E. Siainco of our Laguna District Office. For the Investigation Service, the award is given to Ms. Evelyn B. Kalising of our Anti-Fraud Division. For the Intelligence Service, the award is given to Ms. Evelyn M. De Guia. For the Forensic Investigation Service, the award is given to Mr. Freddy C. De Vera of our Identification and Records Division. For the Financial Service, the award goes to Ms. Cynthia R. Borse of our Accounting Division. For the Administrative Service, the award goes to Ms. Helen Grace C. Premasio of our Information Division. Our fourth category is for the Outstanding Case Award. And for the said award, the winner is our Cybercrimes Division. This award is given to CCD for the case they handled coined as Operation Swift Traveler, which resulted in the arrest of subjects Lian Tandeg and her accomplice Shelina Atad for possession and selling of pornographic materials and child prostitution and subsequent rescue of 3 minor victims. This case is in cooperation and coordination with the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation International Justice Mission, and with our Department of Social Welfare and Development. Aside from recognized internationally, this case was swiftly decided by the court because only last October 26, 2016, Tandeg and Atad were found guilty beyond reasonable doubt by the Angeles City Regional Trial Court, 3rd Judicial Region, Branch 61 for attempted trafficking in persons and sentenced to suffer an imprisonment of 15 years and a fine of 500,000 pesos. At this point, may I call on the Executive Officer of our Cybercrime Division, Attorney Don R. Hernandez, to receive the award. Our fifth and last category is for the Best Organizational Unit. For the best unit under the Office of the Director, the award is given to our Information and Communication Technology Division. Madam Emeline M. Awanan will receive the award. For the best region under the Regional Operations Service, the award goes to our Cordillera Administrative Region. May we call on Regional Director, Attorney Romulo J. Asis, to receive the award. For the best district under the Regional Operations Service, the award goes to our Dagupan District Office. Agent in Charge Norman A. Tolosa will receive the award. For the best unit under the Investigation Service, the award is given to our Anti-Human Trafficking Division. The Chief, Attorney Janet M. Francisco, will receive the award. For the best unit under the Intelligence Service, the award goes to our Counter-Terrorism Division. Chief Raul S. Manguera will receive the award. For the best unit under the Forensic Investigation Service, the award is given to our Identification and Records Division. Chief Elsa M. Rolion will receive the award. For the best unit under the Financial Service, the award goes to our Budget Division. Chief Rodrigo Sibucauto will receive the award. And for the best unit under the Administrative Service, the award is given to our General Services Division. Chief Edgardo N. Vicedo will receive the award. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the awardees another round of applause. Again, congratulations to the awardees. We will be looking forward to your continued commitment and hard work. We now come to the main highlight of this event, and that is the message of our guests of honor. And to formally introduce our speaker, please join me in welcoming our Department of Justice Secretary, Attorney Vitaliano N. Aguirre II.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Maraming salamat po. Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre, Director Dante Geran, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, fellow workers in government, my countrymen. You know, when you are a president of a progressive, industrialized, balanced economic country, it's heaven for the rulers. But if you are a president of a country that is racked with rebellion, extremism, and the flooding of drugs, sometimes it can be hell. And sometimes you really ponder whether or not it would be right just to resign and say that let's just invent an ailment and say that I'm suffering from this cancer and I'd like to take a rest. You know, countries like the Philippines, you do what is right, it is wrong. You do what is wrong, it's still wrong. And that is how I balance the governance. Whether to do wrong or to do right, to commit the wrong, or do a wrong thing to make it right. I am not new to criticism. Like Mayor Lim of Manila, sir, magandang hapon po. I've been mayor for 23 years, and as once upon a time, I was a practitioner. Of course, during the time when you are focused on one client of his rights, it is good to fight for him till kingdom come. But if you run a community and you are to worry about the safety of all, the bad people and the good people, and in between, then you sometimes get a nightmare. Whether what to do. I was a prosecutor for 10 years. And I was doing trial work for about 8 years. And I've seen so many cases, people acquitted because they were really innocent. But I saw so many of my cases also collapsing because of paid witness, the substances that were supposed to be passing from hands to the other from a shabu, eventually in your hands, it is just alum, the tawas. And it could be, sometimes you begin to be despondent on how you really would want to do your case. But in almost all of the societies here in this planet, there are always people who are evil and those who are not. And we would like to see progressive laws that would promote and enhance the life and the quality of his environment. Good. But sometimes there are evil persons who would want to make money at the expense of the blood and over the bones of his countrymen. For us who have been leaders for a time, we are now made to choose. We choose sometimes what to do. Either we do something to protect society or do something sometimes wrong to protect society. What about the laws? What about the rule of law? The rule of law is good if the rules are followed. Very easy to say rule of law. And it applies not only to the government and to us, it applies to all citizens. You obey the law. We in government are admonished to say, follow the rule of law. And that is what makes it hard. Because if follow the rule of law, sometimes it could lead to perdition for people. And always the accountability of failing to protect the taxpayers and those who rely on the government for their safety and for their lives, they lose the gamble in the process. And when it's time just to say, we are sorry, we failed to protect you. Oh, when I was mayor, 1988, marijuana and shabu was making the scene almost simultaneously. When we were students, kami ni Secretary Aguirre noon, the fad was marijuana. But shabu was making its toxic entrance to the young people. And when I was a prosecutor, I tried my best really to do the best to my country by my oath of office. I would like to follow the rule of law. It is rules which make up the law. But when shabu was coming in strong and fast, we had to make a choice. We innovate the law, the rule of law, or we let our people suffer. That's the choice. The rule of law and the obedience of the law are just principles of the law, and they are really good if everybody follows. The problem is there is no obedience of the law, and sometimes the rule of law becomes a stupid proposition. When I became mayor in 1988 in Davao City, I simply just told everybody, go out of my city and do not destroy my country. Because then shabu was really flowing in and out. A very porous republic because we are islands with the longest coastline. Those of you who wish to destroy my country and deprive us of the generation of people, go out because I will kill you. That was the statement. And for those who followed, well, to this day, I would thank them for just getting out of the city. Those who chose to fight, well, I told my law enforcer, and one of them is the PDEA chief now, General Sid La Peña. It was during his time when he said, we will be harsh. And the order is simply this. Go out, arrest them if you can, but if there is no peaceful method of doing it and you are presented with a violent resistance, thereby placing in jeopardy your life, you shoot the son of a bitch. Shoot them dead. That was the order. And for a reason. You know why? It came from other sources, Americans. It was not our study. It was study as a result of that long line of boundary between America and Mexico. To date, there has been 63,000 people killed in the internecine conflict there. Ours is 3,000. We do not know how many. We have an accurate count of those who defied the law and got killed in the process. But we do not have the truth and the statistics of how many of the 3,000 were killed, were murdered. But when the human rights came, they would always say, you know, Duterte, under your administration, you have killed 3,000. And I tried to explain that this was not all ours. Remember, I fired 6 generals when I assumed the presidency for involvement in the drug industry. There is a guy here now, just recently, we're digging into the records of the case, and he has not really a fake corporation, but a setup just to launder, to wash the money. And to date, we have the accounting of 5.1 billion. 5.1 billion. One family. You know what? Used to be the NBI, the premier law enforcement agency in this country, I would say. Lawyers, accountants, and well-educated guys. There's a qualifying exam. You cannot come in, you do not do anything. Do not. You know, I was very strict in Davao. And so relatively made it safe for everybody. So much so that without pulling my chair, became the premier city of the Philippines. We were hitting a growth rate of 5.6, which is very high. And Davao City today remains to be relatively free of criminals, but not the criminals who are into terrorism. That's another story. But we will take care of that later on. So ganon ang nangyari. When I became president, I started to squeeze and fire the general. And we were opening a can of worms. Because the PDEA before, under General Santiago, during the